Hey everybody, this is Jeff at the Scholars of Wrestling show, and we're back here in the Scholars Kitchen because, well, I'm paying more attention to what I've been eating these days. I've over the past year I've been working on going to the gym more consistently, working out, getting myself in better shape, and so far I'm seeing some pretty decent results. I've lost some weight, I've put on some muscle, I'm feeling good and I'm looking better than I did before. So then that's why I wondered, you know what? In the world of professional wrestling, there's got to be some wrestlers that have some sort of health supplements or something like that, you know, not including steroids and any of that nonsense. And I looked into it, and they do. We've probably seen Danhausen has Very Strong, Very Evil. I believe that Billy Gunn has one called Gunpowder in like raspberry tea flavor or something like that, which is just amazing branding. And there's also, I believe, Matt Cardona is coming out with something else called Always Ready in the near future. Whether or not that'll see the light of day is another story. But I don't mess around with any of that stuff because all of those things I just mentioned, they're all what's called pre-workouts. And with all the stimulants and caffeine content, it's a little much. I don't mess around with that. But when Kurt Angle in an interview mentioned that he was teaming up with a nutrition company to come out with a line of whey protein shakes, well, that I could absolutely do. So we're going to be giving that a try today. This is Kurt Angle's American Dream Cookies and Cream Whey Protein from Project Number One Nutrition. It's about a 2 pound container, retails for $49.95. Right now, you can only get it off of their website. That's Project Number One Nutrition. Link should be in the description by now. And before we get started, I do need to put out I am not a fitness YouTuber, I am not a bodybuilder, nor am I a nutritionist. I am just a regular guy who enjoys a protein shake to help recover after his workouts and to just meet my overall dietary goals. And so far I'm doing okay, but with all that out of the way, let's take a closer look here. First off, this stuff, again, since it's not the kind of stuff you normally get in the stores, at least not at this time, getting this stuff was a little bit of a challenge. I did order it a couple weeks ago. There was a brief delay in the shipping to get it here. But when I reached out to them, they replied promptly. They upgraded my shipping, and for good measure, they even gave me a 10% off coupon, and they even included this really neat Kurt Angle shaker bottle as it goes. When ordinarily, in order to get this thing, you would need to pay for their collector's edition, which comes with the protein, the shaker bottle, and an autographed photo from Kurt Angle, all for the low price of $150. So either way, if we're talking just the customer service alone, we're already looking at an A+. So shout out to Zach from Project Number One Nutrition, excuse me. They're a bunch of fit guys working really hard, and so far we're looking at something good. So looking closer at the packaging, a nice smooth finish on the label. Looking at the supplement facts again here. If you're into protein shakes or protein powders, whey protein, all that stuff, you're not going to see anything that's too off base here. We're looking at 140 calories, 25 grams of protein per scoop. The one thing that did catch my eye here is that they do include some sort of digestive enzyme and probiotic blend, which doesn't bother me, but depending on what your particular goals are and health needs, that's something to pay attention to. Looking at the rest of the label, again, decent premium packaging, but there are a couple things that jump out. Obviously, they can't use any licensed WWE or Impact materials. So when you look at the label, you're going to see this very obviously photoshopped title belt here. They had to make do with whatever they had. And there's a small little typo on the front label here. World Professional Heavyweight Champion. yeah, it's a bit of an omission, and it's only going to jump out to the pro wrestling sticklers like me. But you've seen the packaging, you've seen the customer service, but I guarantee you probably don't care about any of that stuff. Let's open this sucker up and give it a taste test, shall we? Comes off nice and easy. And I can tell I'm already getting ready to do the every protein powder aficionado's favorite game show. Where is the scoop? Okay, there's the inner label there. Get a little of the powder on the inside. Get a sniff. Oh yeah, that definitely smells like cookies and cream, all right. And I was concerned about this. There was definitely going to be... This scoop is probably going to be more than a little bit buried. So let's see if we can dig that out with some sort of big fork or something. Okay. Got a nice slotted spoon here. Let's see what we got. Oh, I think I found it. Yeah, there she is. All right. Nice hefty scooper there. Good stuff. Now let's open this up. Make ourselves a shake. Remove the inner thing. Look at that. You can see all the little cookie crumbles in there. Okay. Now, all that's left to do is just add I'm going to add some almond milk to this thing. I'm going to shake it up. And then when we have a shake, I'll see you back here. And we are back. I added about 10 ounces of almond milk to this bad boy. This is this bottle itself is more than what I normally go for. But you can definitely see that there are some little cookie pieces at the bottom. I've seen some protein shakes that all the cookie pieces just immediately drop to the bottom. But this one, I'm actually a little surprised. The consistency is, well, pretty consistent for other shakes I've seen, which is nice. But enough of my yammering. Yeah, the smell is definitely well pronounced. Got some cookie pieces sticking the inside there. But enough of that. I'm going to finally get a taste of this stuff, so let's go for it. Oh, that's good. Yeah, the cookies and cream flavor is definitely blended nicely. It doesn't taste very artificial compared to some other protein powders I've had. It has a light sweetness. I know that if you're into more subtle flavors, you're probably not going to like this. This is a little bit on the sweeter side, which is kind of my thing. But then again, if you're more of a protein shake purist, you're probably going to go for a more elementary flavor like vanilla or chocolate or something. But as for me, I honestly like this a lot. I am a fan of anything, almost anything cookies and cream flavored. So this is right up my alley. But again, your mileage may vary. But for me, the flavor is delicious. The flavor, as far as mixing it up into, say, meal replacement shakes or anything like that, as opposed to drinking it straight like this, that may vary, but because of the vanilla and chocolate flavors blended together like this, I can honestly see you blending this fairly easily into your meal replacement smoothie of choice. But as for this, on its own, the flavor is damn good. And I'm going to put this on pause and I'm going to finish this because this is tasty. And we're back with our final thoughts and review. This I enjoyed greatly. As far as flavor goes, I love cookies and cream, so this was right up my alley. I already had unless they screwed something up royally, I really was expecting to really enjoy this. And I did. In terms of cookies and cream flavored protein powders, the only one I've actually had is the gold standard, the gold standard brand whey protein from Optimum Nutrition, which was good. But honestly, I think this is a lot better. It's just slightly sweeter. The cookie pieces are more pronounced. They actually look and taste like actual cookie pieces. The only disadvantage is that where the Optimum Nutrition cookie pieces do tend to be a little bit like almost powdery in their granule size, these ones definitely look like whole cookie pieces. Some of them you can see got caught up in the little mesh sieve there, or whatever you want to call it. But in terms of flavor, it's really damn good. I have not yet tried the Ghost Oreo whey protein yet, but I just can't get past their marketing. It's a little too silly for me. But this did still definitely speak to my inner wrestling nerd. And the protein itself is good too. Again, I can see this myself drinking this on its own. You're probably not going to want to put this in a full-on smoothie, but I'll probably do some experimentation with it later on this week. Maybe give my wife a sample of like a fruit protein banana shake, whatever, in the morning for breakfast. But as far as it goes, I admit, I was scoffing a little bit at the initial price. We're looking at $49.95 for a 2-pound container, when I knew if you just want protein, you can definitely get something for a cheaper price. But between the flavor, the presentation, and the customer service, I think I would actually get this stuff again. I'm really impressed with it. Project number 1, I think you did a pretty good job with this. And yeah, I dig it all around. Good stuff. Anyway, that's it for this edition of the Scholar's Kitchen. This has been Kurt Angle's Cookies and Cream, American Dream, whatever. It's Kurt Angle protein. That's all you're going to call it. That's all it needs to be. And it's good. It's damn good. I'm Scholar Jeff from the Scholars of Wrestling Show. Thanks for checking it out. I will see you next time.